Love, the day we met, the bond we share. Everyone wants love and everyone wants to be loved, but finding the right connection can sometimes feel like the most difficult thing to do. Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome to. If you are interested in enhancing your life through the use of powerful affirmations, subliminals, and femininity girl chats, then this space is perfect for you. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing life-changing videos. And in case no one told you today, I think you are so beautiful. And I love you. Now let's get into the topic. So here's the thing. If you are looking for quick fixes, if you are looking for ways to manipulate, if you are looking for skills and tactics and for a specific person to chase you or romantically be attached to you, if you are lonely, if you are bored with your life, then I want to make it very clear from the beginning that this video is not for you. However, if you are someone who is open and receptive to genuine love, if you are having a hard time finding the right connection or connecting to the people you meet, if you believe that you are destined for a healthy, loving relationship, and if you are willing to do the work that is needed to get there, then keep watching this video. Ladies, I would like to make a disclaimer that I am not a relationship coach. I am not a relationship advisor. I am not a relationship guru. To be honest, this might be the first and last time that I make a video like this on my channel. I try to stay away from topics like this because I find that people usually want a magic recipe to fix their dating lives, to snap their finger and receive a partner here and there without actually doing the deep diving needed to come to that particular area in their lives. It's almost like when you imagine a straight line, but then in the middle of that line, there's a huge chunk missing, but a person is trying to get from point A to point C, but point B is missing. That's the analogy I'm receiving in my head right now. So in this video, if you are not ready to do the work on yourself, then there is nothing I can do for you. Let's get into this video. I don't necessarily like talking about romantic relationship because what I find is that oftentimes people look at romantic relationship to be the answer to their problems, to be the reason to fix all the things happening in their lives, and honestly that's not usually the case. And most times people aren't receptive to hearing the things that they need to adjust in their lives, even if they want to attract a person into their lives. So although it's challenging sometimes, I will make this video. Now this topic is not about how to get a man to chase you, how to get someone to be obsessed with you, how to get someone to cry over you. It's none of that. If you are looking to elevate yourself and align to the person that is right for you, the person that is meant to be in your life, the person that you are aligned with, whether for a long term or a short period of time, then continue to watch this video. A lot of people want love and then they go into manifesting love from a place of desperation and fear. This can be one of the most detrimental things that you can do in your life. When you are trying to attract a person, a partner, and you're doing so because, oh my God, I'm running out of time. Oh my God, I'm getting older. Everybody has a partner, but I don't have a partner. I want someone to love me. I want someone to hold me. When you start to manifest love, even anything in your life, but in this case we're talking about love, when you manifest anything, when you are calling things into your life and it's out of desperation, those things will not last. It won't come to you, and if it comes to you, it's going to be one of the most unpleasant experience that you will ever encounter. Now ladies, has there ever been a time in your life where you settled, where you stayed with someone because you just didn't want to be alone? How did that make you feel? How was that experience like? When we manifest and we want to call things into us, and we're calling the things into our life through desperation, through fear, through anxiety, and I don't want to be alone, so I just need someone to fill that void within myself that I don't want to look at. That is not a good place, and it won't last very long. When you want to attract someone into your life, you have to be intentional about the things that you want to attract into your life. Whether things, whether people, whatever it is, you have to set the intention about your life, about the person you want. But here's the trick. You also have to be flexible. A lot of people in this world are operating from a scarcity mindset. A lot of people are operating from a fear and a lack-based mentality. When you are setting your intention and you're saying, I want this specific person, I want this specific thing, I want this specific job, I want this, you are limiting yourself and you are blocking out all other possibility of you getting to it. This is people that have control issue also deal with things like this. They tell themselves that this is the way it's gonna go, this is the way it's gonna be, this is the person it's gonna be with. They have this one fixed track mind of how they are going to obtain love, how they are going to obtain success, or whatever it is. It is good to set your intention. It is good to have an overall picture about the things that you are trying to create in your life. It's good to have this, but you also have to be flexible with the Most High. We are all co-creators in this world. That means you do your part and the Most High does their part. And then when you come together, you are co-creating the world and the life that you want. I see this every time when people say, I'm obsessed with this person, this is my person, this has to be my person. You block out all other opportunity. You are literally creating a box, as opposed to someone who says, I'm open for love, I want love, these are the things I'm looking for, and whichever way, shape, or form it comes to me, I am open and receptive to receiving that love. I'm not saying people should date people they're not attracted to. I'm not saying people should settle. I'm saying people need to be flexible and open their mind and not so much control how the kind of love that they want to come to them. You hear stories like this from people all the time saying, I met my partner and I thought I knew all these things that I wanted, and I found my partner and they were so much more. They were so much greater than everything that I thought I needed. They even had qualities I didn't know that I needed in my life. You set your intention about what you want. You make a list of the qualities that you want, but also have that understanding that the things that you want may come in the way that you least expect it. The Most High knows your heart. The Most High knows exactly what you need in your life. You have to be able to release control of how the outcome of the love that you want will come. You want to attract a partner into your life. I said this in the previous video. I said when you wanted to elevate your mind and your space, to let go of the things that no longer serve you. I believe that video is already up. And you are trying to manifest love into your life. You have to be able to let go of the things that no longer serve you. Oftentimes, there are people that are holding on to relationship because of time. I've known this person my whole life. I've been with this person my whole life. I've done this with this person my whole life. Sometimes the people in our lives come for a season. Some of them come for a reason. Sometimes they are not supposed to be there for a long period of time. We meet the people that we meet and we're holding on to the people that are supposed to be in our lives for a season, and we settle there. Let's take relationship out of this. Oftentimes we hold on to things, people, places, feelings, experiences, trauma, and we wonder why we can't attract the love that we want. And we wonder why we keep attracting the same kind of people over and over again. And we wonder why we meet someone and it never works out. There's no space, there's no room. And I'm not saying this just in the physical sense. I'm saying this mentally, I'm saying this spiritually, I'm saying this emotionally. When you want to attract someone into your life, you have to make space. You have to make space. How do you make space? By doing the work. Is your house cluttered? And I'm saying that in the physical sense and in the non-physical sense. There are a lot of people, if you look around their house, there's things there that have been there for years. Why are you holding on to it? Because of memories, just taking up space. And we can say the same thing on an emotional and a mental level. A lot of people hold on to things that they ought to let go of. If you are serious about wanting love in your life, you have to be willing to do the work to get rid of those things that you no longer need. It's the reason most people are not successful with the kind of love that they want is because they're not willing to do the work necessary to attract love. And I'm not saying that we are not deserving of love if we do not do the work. Everybody is deserving of love. But if you want long-lasting love, it takes work. It actually does. It takes work on your part. It takes work on your partner's part, and it takes work on both of the people's part to make it go the long mile. You have to show up for yourself. Think about a time when you really, really wanted something, whether it's a job promotion, whether it's a business, whether it's a YouTube channel, whatever it is, and you focused and you put in your all and you gave it everything, and those results, the promotion, the money, the subscribers, that work that you did to get to the same success that you get is the same work you put into yourself to attract what is for you. You have to get serious and intentional. 9 times out of 10, a lot of people have not done the work on themselves. Why do I keep attracting the same partners? Why am I always settling? How come the people in my life don't take me seriously? How come the guys that I talk to don't take me seriously? They don't whine, they don't dime me, they don't do this, they don't do that. When you are intentional about your life, when you are intentional about the life that you want to create, you will see results in some way, shape, or form. What does doing the work look like? It looks like therapy. It looks like counseling. It looks like addressing your pains. If I asked you today, ladies, to make a list of all the people you have dated in your life, and out of each person to list 2 things that you learned about yourself per relationship, that means for each relationship, if you dated 10 person, can you list 20 different things you learned about yourself within that relationship, within those relationships? Most people cannot. Most people cannot do the work, the inner reflection to know about themselves. So when you move into the next phase of your life, when you meet the next person, you understand yourself a little bit better. If you cannot do the work by yourself, which most likely most times, you cannot do the work on yourself. Therapy, counseling, there's a lot of people that have been saying they will get therapy, and they don't even know if their insurance covers therapy. They've never Googled therapy. They've never Googled counselors. And I know a lot of people are skeptical about having professional help. But having professional help is just like a trainer. It's going to take some time before you find the right fit for you. You don't meet the first therapist or counselor and it's automatically a click. Sometimes some people are lucky, but how will you know if you have not tried? You actually have to show up for it. And I don't know why I feel called to say this, but your family members are not your therapist. Your family members are not your therapist. Let me say it one more time. Your family members are not your therapist. And even if your family member did study therapy or counseling, they have a skewed perception of who you are. It is always best to get an outside opinion about the things going on in your life. There's a reason doctors cannot operate on family members and people they know. It is advised for them to not operate on family members and people they know. We have a skewed perception when it comes to the people in our lives. I can have a family member, if I'm taking care of them financially and I go to them for advice, they're not going to tell me about myself so they can lose out on the opportunity to get financial support from me. They're not going to tell me about myself. So that's why I said sometimes with family members it can be skewed. You have to be able to show up for yourself and do the work. Do the work. And when you do the work, you understand yourself a little bit more better. When you meet someone and they do not align with your goals, you do not entertain them. There is a lot of people right now entertaining people they know they have no business entertaining. They have no business they have entertaining. If you ladies, let me tell you guys a little bit about myself. When I didn't really know myself or love myself like that, when I wasn't at the point I am in right now in my life, I would have to say things multiple times. I'll meet people, I would always say, ask those questions, why don't you treat me right? Have those arguments and stuff like that. Now, in my life, oh, you have to be joking. And I say this as respectfully as I can. I don't have conversations like that. The last person I was getting to know went on a date on a Saturday. Sunday, I did not hear from the person. Monday, I did not hear from the person. By Tuesday, they were blocked. Oh, how come you blocked me? How come you can't talk about? I don't care. Blocked. No explanation, no nothing. Waste someone else's time, not mine. You have to be serious about what it is that you want. Stop letting people play games with you. Stop letting people play about yourself. And I know the day and age that we're living in, there are a lot of people speaking about things that they are not living. There are a lot of people giving you guys this kinds of advice, and their life, they're not living it. I pray to God someday someone that knows me will come across this video and write in the comments section, and they will tell you that I know this girl and every word she's saying is accurate about myself. I do not play. I've never forced people to respect me. I just show up and they know automatically, because there are certain things I do not tolerate in my life. I love myself to the point I had loved myself, and I have done a lot of work within myself to show up for myself, to go to therapy, to address my issues, to know and to give myself the love that I felt for a very long time that I did not have. So for me to just give myself to anyone, no, come on. This is why I pray and I hope that whoever that is listening to this, whoever, whether men or women, whoever that is listening to this, that some way, somehow you find the love within yourself, that inner child within you that was never loved, that was never held. I pray that someday you see that person and you adore that person and you love that person and you embrace that little child. And you embrace that little child and you show up for them. And you protect them and you honor them. And you honor them by giving them the very best. Think of your inner child. Think of the smaller, the 1-year-old version of you. If you had that version of you within your midst right now in front of you, and they asked you for the world, would you give it to them? Would you give the smaller you everything that you asked for? We do the same things with relationship. When you work on yourself, you hold yourself to a high regards. You want the very best, and you are able to not settle. Another problem we see in this day and age is that a lot of people settle. They settle, and I already talked about this. They're too scared to walk up and leave. What if I don't find another person? I've spent so many years here. What if I don't? There are people that have left years of relationship, and within years, within months, within years, they find someone else that loves them way more than the other person they've been with for years have ever loved them. But here, most people are scared because they don't know what the future holds. They don't know if they'll ever find love. There are billions of people on this planet. Somebody will love you. And if nobody loves you, you can show up for yourself. Give yourself all the love that you need. And there are multiple kinds of love. Romantic love, platonic love, the love we receive from our family, the love that we get from our work, just love everywhere. But I know this video is particularly pertaining to romantic love. There will be somebody out there. And I know personally, speaking from my relationships, every relationship that I've had, it was always an elevation from the next one. But within those relationships, I made it a priority to learn about myself, to see myself, because the relationships that we attract in our lives are a reflection of ourselves. Earth is like a big giant schools, and the people we meet here are our classmates. These are opportunities for us to learn about ourselves, but people go from relationship to the next relationship to the next relationship and do not learn anything. and wonder, why do I keep attracting the same person? How come the love never sticks? You have to be able to learn about yourself. You have to be able to make it a priority to learn about yourself and your situation. Another factor to consider when you are trying to attract divine love into your life is divine timing. Oftentimes we try to control when we want things to happen. We want to have that control of when it is that we have the divine love in our lives. Sometimes you might do everything right, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it is time for you to be in a union. And I know this sounds frustrating to a lot of people. Sometimes you have not fully become who it is you need to be in order to align with the person that is truly meant for you. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. You can find that there are certain people who have gone to therapy, who have done the inner work, who have changed their lifestyle to attract the things that they want, and they still haven't had any results. Sometimes it's just not time. And I know this can feel frustrating. This can sound frustrating to hear, and it can also feel frustrating and discouraging. But all I would advise and encourage you all to do is to keep working on yourself, keep building yourself, keep elevating your life, and eventually what is for you will always find its way to you. I know we want to control the time. Sometimes we have no control. Most times we have no control of how the things in our lives will play out. All we have to do is show up as ourselves and putting our best foot forward. If you truly believe in your heart that there is someone out there for you, then you will find the person for you. Actually, the person for you will find you. Sometimes it's nothing that you're doing wrong. Sometimes it just isn't time. Sometimes you might be ready, but the person that is for you isn't ready. And as frustrating as it sounds, and as frustrating as it seems, you have to exercise patience while actively working on who you are. Now, I know a lot of you might not be receptive to what it is that I am saying, but if you want to attract a healthy partner, a huge chunk of it comes from you doing the work within yourself, you aligning and connecting to who you are, you addressing and taking accountability for your life, you self-reflecting and doing the work within yourself to know how you show up in relationships. So when you are showing up and dating people, you can see the role that you play. And not everybody will be aligned to you, and not everybody will be a bad person. Sometimes you're just not aligned with specific people. When I was younger, I was filled with so much anger because of how people treated me. Now, I'm not trying to play the victim, but people took advantage of me by nature, because by nature, I'm a naturally kind and loving person. And when people would try to bully me, I would react. And because I didn't understand myself, I would react in such a way that was so hostile and so aggressive. These people that would manipulate the situation, by the time people looked over, all they saw was this angry girl. They didn't see the people provoking me. They didn't see the people triggering me. All they saw was an angry girl. As I got older and I learned about how manipulative people worked, when I learned about certain behaviors, about myself and how I expressed my feelings and emotion, I did this through reflecting. I did this through observing myself, so much so that now I know better ways to handle myself in certain situations. Why? Because I went in and I did the work. As an adult, I'm not someone who is reactive when I'm triggered. I study people and I study myself, and I know how to show up in certain environments. This is the same thing when it comes to relationship. You have to study yourself. Know what you want. Study yourself. Heal yourself so you can best align to what it is that you are looking for. If you don't know what it is that you look for in a partner, that's another work that needs to be done by you. So ladies, there's not really a quick fix or specific magical way to attract the love that we need other than us showing up for ourselves, doing the inner work, and being intentional about what it is that we want from our lives. You have to be intentional. And you have to go after it in all seriousness. So ladies, that was it. Thank you all so much for stopping by my channel. Once again, if you are new, welcome to ladies. I am looking to hit a goal of 1,000 subscribers, and I know you all can help me. Thank you so much for stopping by once again. And ladies, don't forget to stay blessed and stay beautiful, okay? Bye.